Talking Point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Yes, family, and welcome back to yet another very, very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. As always, inside the Talking Point community, we're not done with issues. One of the issues we can look at today, another damning allegation don't come out to the fly all over social media. We say Susan Shepler, the professor, will be interviewed Mother Bio. The professor will be interviewed Mother Bio. People then don't accuse and say Mother Bio briber. And what in this mean? We they go on in Twitter. We'll get for can dig a little bit about this woman, and we count on to the Talking Point community. Now want to know the relationship where exists between, if there is any relationship between Mother Bio and this professor. Also, we go look at a video again where they make rounds on the social media where Mother Bio they say Americans they're not the Americans they like their money, but they prefer for their money. What's in this mean? And we also look at the letter, a notification where the APC don't issue to Mohamed Bangura and Alfred Thompson. As you know, now so far now the only two MPs in there we reject them party position but will join parliament. We'll can analyze on that day. And again, perhaps we get for look at lawyer Batista, in statement where it connects to the statement again where Madabi will be make yesterday. We can try to see if we will borrow some sense and learn some words in there. All this and more, and of course, now no Samelek, the most important part, the engagement, our wisdom, our understanding, our contribution is very important because now they keep the platform engaging. Then they make yourself learn, and perhaps we go open the line for we give an opportunity for learn and say, because some people are then good in talking, some people are then good in writing, where some people are good in both, then good in writing, then good in as well as on talking. So we encourage all of those kind of talents and kind of people there, and that make a platform exceptional. If you're not the first time this for January, we call this program Komon-Tok. Me or the presenter. Me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Yeah, people that don't credit we say, yeah, the home of credible and factual information. Anything when you get here, the rest assured say we don't vet her, we don't check her. If we not get way for checker, we tell you say this one no believer or put a question mark on her. Consider for subscribe and help with share. Yeah, once you don't care, believe me, it go hard for you left here. All the other we don't care, see what in they get here in terms of information, and they would say, I mean, we get the feedback. But anyway, we tell them plenty thank you for joining and to be community member. Then we get strong community member just for remind you, and our people that will share. Even if we not them and share, they share. But then we will tell them help we share. Like putting Aisha Kesta can say, allow share. They can't just stand for come for them, but they share better one. But they can
platform. For news every day now we country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
All right, I know yesterday was a kind of bombshell all over the internet. It exploded. The statement of Mother Bio, na alma mater in school said they go na America. I mean, all over. That was the subject. That was the topic. That was the discussion yesterday. Shut down any other thing people and put aside. We analyze and And we see say most of the statements way he make, then people still they digest and they analyze them. Many questions they don't come up. Why Mother Bio for born America? Now take the fights to the people away he call partners. Why if I do that? So many questions there. Is it reasonable? Is it sensible? Somebody say, is it diplomatic? Somebody say not diplomatic. I mean, so many discussions around this. I mean, it depends on the person. But however, you get people in America with the president, they say that shows the leadership. That shows the yes, he gets mine. That shows the yes, indeed. Waiting they talk, waiting people in the talk say no win. This don't prove say he win because if you not be win, and don't forget the moral standing ground, you not forget the audacity, you not forget the mind for going to America for go talk in front of America the first now. But anyway, now as always, we did check on first. Let me see what's in the American embassy. Journalists and try for go ask the American embassy now Freetown make them react or make them comment. Now this weekend in Freetown, the U.S. embassy in Freetown, Liverpool, Liverpool force. So let people understand. Quickly, just take this thing off. All right, now this clear now. The U.S. embassy in Freetown refuses to comment on President Bio's allegations of U.S. interference by Ambassador Pempusha. Now he writes this. The United States Embassy in Freetown has refused to comment on the allegations levied against the United States by President Julius Maada Bio on the outcome of the June 24 multi-tier elections in Sierra Leone. According to Sarah Van On, the embassy's public affairs officer in Freetown disclosed that the embassy does not comment on private diplomatic conversations. So now the American embassy in Freetown could say, what's in Maada Bio good to America, that a private conversation he gets, in other words, not diplomatic, direct to the government of America. Now in former school, university, now they go make a statement. So because of that, then as an embassy, they comment, official to that. So this law, now these statements come from the American embassy. Now let me go quick, let me just search, let me see what they say about this woman where interview Maada Bio. We go do a little bit of research about this woman na Twitter. Now, as they see, this now in Twitter account page, now they will be soon. I think when they see, let me just get on the okay, very good. I think when they see now the woman this, now the professor this. But first, let me just go first. Let me to see this professor. If you don't ever can a salon, yes, this now the professor this where they call Susan Shepler, where not wanted on cancer. You know better one. If you now look the interview yesterday, the way he dressed tells you one caller Naya will not be the follow yesterday. One caller say, by the way the woman dressed self yesterday, that tells you this woman know what we country. And I want wait and we go do more research about this woman. This woman know about salon politics. This woman not to stranger about salon politics, but I will prove unto her. I don't want deliberately for share an account so that people then would know they go through. I don't want just to talk step by step. People, I mean, just want to make something very transparent. So Yusasek can go do the research and find out say what we talk not correcting. So this woman not only post in the salon, absolutely. So they can't check first. I just need for put force. Let just put force down and see one thing where somebody be pick up yesterday. We you see now Africana, look at the way dress. You see now Africana. So somebody call yesterday say, look the way the woman dress first. For tell you say not a novice. Now Lord puts aside it, yeah. Lord we go on Twitter. Log on Twitter. I hope so. See the Twitter. Now, all right. Now, log go on Twitter. Now, this woman, it don't only know about Salon, but it know about West Africa as well. You see, Susan Shepler, an anthropologist, focus on West African sovereignties. Associate professor and PhD program director at American University. Now, um, if you go down, I just want to understand, get I don't the following. This woman, 90s. I can't look at the statement we just put. These are from this statement he put yesterday. He said, I am hearing on social media that I was paid a big bribe to invite President Bill to speak at American University. It's totally untrue. But anyway, we count on that. We count on that side first. But now we go first to what we don't do. Now we see what we don't do first. If you don't ever can asalo, you can. All right. Now now we scroll down. Now in statements, now come to this. Look at this woman. Idenaya Happy Independence Day, Mama Salon. You see, 90s. I love salon. This I think along the beach show. The one there because we will tell you come salon. And I remember when I will tell you who's part this na free time. We will tell you come salon. Look again. This woman puts April 1. Now he puts this. The woman puts a fractal sovereignty news. Double the campaign for APC. You see, this woman an account, checking account. So you know, it only declared in as if perhaps it a meddling or a no about politics. You see what you right? It's a fractal sovereignty news. Double the campaign for APC. Susan Shepler. And they come to the accusation where they say then go bribe her. And now we go down. Now we go down. Now just take with time. Now just take with time. You know, for doing research, not easy, you know, but for let you know the reality. This is a putter is a look at my husband investing in Sierra Leone and his career is much better now. Now it refer, I think he's saying husband gets investment as a loan, but in Ukraine and in Korea looks better. He put this, but anyway, I know I go deep into Nande. I see like he put this Elba, but maybe not funny they make. But now look again. This woman not to want it on cancer loan. Now, now we go down back. Now we see what he done with Idris Elba self the follower. You see, he was so exercised. Oh my God, it's happening. Idris Elba follower. Of course, I know Idris Elba. Now we go down back. Very good. You see, Susan Shepler, this woman will interview Mother US study. See what he put. He said, given internet connectivity issues, I think it went as well as could be expected. Thanks to everyone who turned up in person and online. Sierra Leone. You see the green, white, and blue. So it's like probably be they give a lecture, be they give a sort of statement, or maybe they give tutorial on, internet connectivity issues, and maybe we'll get something clear. But it seems as if this now was a program. It could be maybe something a symposium or just side of sense, kind of sensitization, because you know we'll deep in now. Just for tell you say, and this one we sent now June 6, 2022. This post now June 22. Now we go down back. We'll get more for CM, right? Now, look, on July 4, this same woman posts, if you are in McKinney on Wednesday, join us for report on our research into the use of smartphones and other digital tech in the COVID response in Sierra Leone. This don't clearly tell you say this woman not a stranger in a salon. Like way somebody pick up, say, look the way he dress. You know, if you watch Nine Album first, you will know that the people who put the about and more of Sierra Leone and then look again. It's a Sierra Leone outbreak group on Leicester Peak overlooking Freetown. See, now in group this. You see? So now we go down back. Ian, this look at her Ian. Visit this now April 8th. Visit to the American Embassy in preparation for our upcoming outbreak trip to Freetown. Thank you, Ambassador Way, and staff for the warm welcome. But anyway, like I say, we can go down. Just to this don't confirm to you now. Let me not go down again. Say this person is not a stranger to Sierra Leone. He has been to Freetown. He has been to Sierra Leone. She has been to several parts of the country. She has been to McKinney and many places. And I'm sure, say, you know about the politics, and the professor is specialized on West African sovereignty. Definitely, you know about we politics. Definitely, no doubt. Now, let's look at the bombshell where they take place. You see in pictures, background picture. You see background picture. So clearly on tell this you um, say not to stranger. Now, let me come to the post. This post now they break the internet right now. Now, it puts say, I am hearing on social media that I was paid a big bribe to invite President Bill to speak at American University. It's totally untrue. Now, when you look at the thread, don't they, waiting people in the talk, so much, I mean, the backlash is too high. The backlash is very, very high because if you look at the commentary, what people in the say, I don't know, perhaps it might we don't think to look what he say, what people in the say. We are all we are all assure you a bribe. What was the motive? Somebody they writes at the thread. He said, what was the motive of the invitation? And what help will the invitation bring to the university when the hall was filled with members of the SLPP and not students? Somebody they asked a question. When you look at the people who were there at this particular gathering yesterday, this one I say so, now more of SLPP than students. Now more of SLPP than students. In fact, this was one of the program where Mohamed Bangura attend. Let us see if I will see him face. Like so for the interview that day, and he tell me say for what attend this particular event, we talk about. So let us see if we will get the south side, you see the front row. But anyway, I think in a clear picture, we all see again. Now we go back, now we still go on the Twitter, waiting people in the talk, the discussion, the thread, waiting the make rounds at the social, now the Twitter. This woman not ever get this kind of view. You don't ever get. In fact, if we check, we see how more people in the follow round. I don't know how many people in the forum, but look at now, you don't get 19,000 100,000 people that I don't view a statement, that statement. So, my eyes view this way, you don't ever get na Twitter. Now, somebody they ask, what's not the motivation? What's not the intention? What's not the motive behind where if we invite Mother Bio and they all will fill with SLPP members instead of students? Now, it go before say, there was a public invitation for the address. Anyone was welcome to attend, and there was numerous AU students in attendance. He said, "In not be stricter, he open up, say let people then go. So just that people are not choose for go, and they not get nothing for do but that technically. So that they go and they will see." Now another person they say, was it only a small bribe then? Somebody they say, okay, you say them pay you a big bribe, which means perhaps them bribe you, but not a big bribe. That means was it only a small bribe then? Somebody they say, a question. Now another person they say, in the very woman reply, say they did give us nice propaganda booklets for our collections. Now, if you check, you look at now we YouTube channel, yeah, we put the entire video itself. At the end of the presentation, at the end of the program, we see where then they issue books there. So now from this woman in statement, he said then give them propaganda booklets. So maybe not just a booklet so that we don't prepare what's in President you don't do in 5 years time, and the development will don't take place in a salon about the potential of the country. Of course, they're not going to go put back in the when are they go give, they're not going to go put back in the. So then go do a showcase. And then say then put her per the book collection, according to the woman herself, Susan Shepler. Now let we go before again. He said somebody they asked per couple. He said, if not a big bribe, how much then? Somebody they asked, okay, you said not too big money then give. So how much? Denying it's a big bribe. So somebody that if not a big bribe, how much then? Now let me go. I want just at least let we get some few more, then we wrap up on that. Another person say The truth shall justify the means. Our democracy will restore in Sierra Leone without you all. Another person they say, but if not, tell us you took it from your own purse. Somebody they asked a critical question. You took it from your own purse to invite him and his delegation, host them, and they sponsored entirely everything. Of what economic benefit has the visit yielded us? What was wrong with hosting short a meeting on Zoom? So somebody that asks, okay, you said Madam, you not give money, you're not bribing. But would I organize that? Would I spend all our money there for get them ready, provide security, provide probably refreshment, all that stuff? Somebody they asks. But anyway, maybe the university get their own money for do them program them. So we not will comment whether we not get any information about that. I don't read within the thread they say. Another person they say, please don't mind those opposition naysayers. If they are not in governance, nothing else matters to them. It's always doom and gloom. Now, somebody, I think this person they say they come up from, the government side. Like instead they defend the position of the university or President Bill in attendance, they can bash APC, which is good because at least we don't see from the thread where don't they read more of like the woman in the bash except this person I don't come support her technically. Now, but again, another person they say not sure why big bribe. Is it the case that you were bribed but not big? Somebody they still asks. Don't know what and somebody back here don't know how don't they know there is any money in academia? Somebody they say, why did you invite her to killer, corruption, person, human rights abuser? Then but anyway, now long thread, I know who gets the energy for go to one. But why I do this now for let people and just see the entire thread. Now we go up back. Let's just see how many followers this woman ever gets. You see, 19,000 followers. Viewers. This is now the highest we don't ever get. Now we see how many followers he gets. Yes, he gets 2,600 followers. And I'm not saying the recent from yesterday this increase because the account's not been swelled. And if you check and say the highest views that we don't ever get, I know that this post don't get the highest anyway, to be honest, based on the enemy. Time not again for go look at them, but the highest this we don't ever get because all of in pictures them we be the puts are just probably small amount of people in the watcher. But I think we don't do justice to family. We don't know the thread waiting to take place around. And so this particular visit here, it don't create so much controversy. Where people from all walks of life, particularly even some SLPPs, they even doubt the language we might be able to use and that. And so say like, diplomatic if we don't offend more. But again, if I
have to buy into anything that I'm going to propose, I just propose because I'm at the end. I bear the strongest, the biggest instrument in that country. But without your support, it won't work. And I want to use this opportunity to say thank you. North America in particular was visible in my election. Americans love their money, but they gave it to me for that election. I like the way they call it. We gave $150,000. So this is what we have said we are going to do. That we are going to first of all make sure that we feed Salome. This time round, that woman we will not let for buy and eat. That kobuko, that old one waiting on rotting elsewhere and then it is sent to me. Kobuko rice. by midnight, Wataki don't cut inside him. We are going to change that narrative. We should produce our own rice. Amen. So feed alone is about increasing agricultural productivity. In Sierra Leone, an acre or a hectare of land, because of the technology, all the other factors, can produce only 1.5 ton of rice. Elsewhere, let's say Vietnam, that same hectare can produce 7 tons of rice, the same land space. We have just experimented in Sierra Leone that we can also do 7 tons of rice in 1 hectare. And we can do 8 tons of corn in 1 hectare. We have to take it to scale. And that is where the challenge is. The infrastructure needed, the organization, the policy, the partnerships needed. And that is why can they say one go retire? So when I cannot give you one work, I give you food security, I give you climate change, I give you all the new and imagined problems in the world. I'm going to give you. When you finish, you can go and retire. Food security is, food sovereignty is one. Then we have said that we should not forget the human capital development for which we are renowned for now in the world. In less than 5 years, we have registered our name. We are part of the UN recognizes the work that we have done. I co-chair the Transform Education Summit of world leaders with the United Nations Secretary General. I'm still chair of the high-level steering committee by UNESCO. So, in a very short time, we had moved, and we have to consolidate. So, we have not forgotten our human capital development. We are consolidating the gains and expanding, deepening the reforms and everything that we need to do to make sure that education is strong again in Sierra Leone. And then we have employment. I know actually everybody seated here would like to go back home and work. A lot of people want to be part of the workforce in Sierra Leone, especially having gained the expertise, experience, networks and everything. We will love that too. But we need to create a space. We need to expand the economy. The rate of expansion, the growth of the economy should be such that it can take you in when you go in. It should be such that you can set up, you can have your own startup. The many things you know how to do here very well should be able to happen there. You should have the space. You should have the enabling environment. So we want to create employment so that we will stop our young people from the temple run, which takes them across the hazard, the Sahara Desert onto the Mediterranean, where most of them perish. We have to stop that. That is not a pleasing sight. We should not be allowing our young people to go die in the Mediterranean because they are seeking greener pasture. The other thing that is so important is the infrastructure. And infrastructure this time with special accent on digital. Everything we do today is becoming more digital. And we have to pre-position Sierra Leone so that when everything becomes digital, we would have had the infrastructure in addition to the physical infrastructure, roads and bridges. We are building bridges. As I know, I still owe you the Longe Bridge. Yes. I don't talk him, I will do him. By man say I stone me for no say If I know, if I look beside him, I'm not so. Don't lay under the foot. We'll come to that. But for me, I see the Lunge Bridge not as a political promise, but one of the biggest turn-off for investors in Sierra Leone. It's a transformative infrastructure. We need it.
All right. I think the most interesting part, the Lunge Bridge. You know, say this Lunge Bridge, people. I mean, 5 years people they don't talk about this one. You know, and they don't like what they can say. Reaffirm. You don't reiterate. You don't you don't promise. You don't promise. I don't promise. I don't. You say the Lunge Bridge. It go make the Lunge Bridge. It on to people, and so we go still wait and see how then they go on full. But what I can play for you. I just want to join waiting we be the calculator, what will be the think, what will be the talk. You know, sometimes when you hear from the office's mouth, it feel more comfortable say yes. What I can say validation. They don't validate you thought, you believe. When we be put this particular clip here, when Edmond Sylvester, I think somebody they say I think at the south end, not to the east, somebody they try for saying the commissioner south end. South end, when I go correct me, South Commissioner South. When the South Commissioner say the international community they pressure them, when we put that particular clip down where they leak, people then say, no, not true, this that. Some man say not true, some man believer, some man not believer. But finally, when President Biobi put this bombshell yesterday, say the American government asked him for make a interfere by the election that continue that's just validator. But anyway, Lord we bring and come back.
So I don't know who is accusing who of interference.
Lord listen that part today.
At the height of calling the result, this was when the problem started. They had done all their calculations, collation, and all the processes. I was now requested to stop them from calling the result by the United States. So I don't know who is accusing who of interference.
All right, so family, these particular statements that tells you say that we are calculated efforts for make actually a regime change. Look, Lord play this one. Like refresh on our mind. Perhaps when I do the journey at this platform.
Subscribe because someone feel say for subscribe, they need for pay money. If you not be known for no say for subscribe na free. But why for subscribe? If for subscribe for three main reasons. Number one, you go be the first person we go know whenever we come on live. Number two, you go be the first person we go know whenever we upload new video. And number three, you go be the first person for comments, like or share. And the last one for support we, so we go bring kind of content here regularly to you. So you see how it beneficial to you. So if you don't subscribe it, what you do with? I for subscribe to TPP Leo now. And before I forget, not forget for click the notification bell so you go get all the notification bam.
TCSL. And I always tell my colleague brothers and sisters that they cannot threaten us. We are not going to be threatened. I'm speaking the words of the Commission, remain unshakable, untainted, with the thick skin, and very firm in our commitment to conduct the 4th of June 2023. We've been receiving threats in this court. There have been instances we know names have been listed for execution, remains names have been listed for raping.
All right, so family, when they listen this particular, this now Edmond Sylvester Alpha, when are the South Commissioner, this now a leak video, audio back then. I think it was 3 months before the election. Where say they're not going for threatening them. They're not going for they're not going for succumb to threatening. Nobody not going for threatening them. and will resist regime change, which means the statement where Madabio talks, the international community, but they look for a regime change, it just tally with what they try for talk. Anyway, let's continue listening.
We know of all of these issues. There were instances where the chair was in the hot seat. Somebody was saying, if we do not make the party to win, they will resort to the Sri Lanka scenario. I told the person we are ready. Gone are those days in this country when somebody points a gun at you, you give your back to go to the bush. We are ready to face it now. I'm talking within the context of DCSL and a less Sierra Leonean. Enough is enough in this country. You cannot grab power by force. If I know win, I for win. These are the slogans people are saying to us in our phones. So I just want to give assurance that as a commission, I happen to be the oversight for operations. So definitely, I'll be managing the operations of the elections.
All right. So as I it make them clear say, let people and just rest. In at the oversight, head of oversight operation, the position where this man be hold is highly sensitive and critical for the election. And furthermore, listen to what he can say.
And I want to assure this body that nobody is going to scare.
All right.
What?
He say he will assure the people who will be deeper and say nobody not get for scare them. So which means behind the scene, they get calls them from maybe the Americans and the Europeans and the international partner for say this election perhaps and try for say for be transparent, free and fair. Maybe now some of them calls say it depend on the south side stand where then say they're not get for intimidated. Gone are those days where somebody would dictate to them. Again, he say enough in anyway. Listen further. They can more on this back.
What is correct is what we are going to do for this nation. We are not serving any one political party. We are serving this country. And Mama Salome will decide. I wish all the 17 political parties were here to hear us. Talking about the musicians who are NS and colleagues. Some of them are on the pay list of politicians. They are groomed to sing against the presidency. That's our president, under whatever circumstance. But this thing has degenerated to the point that nobody is.
All right, so this is now one of the things where people get concerned about. They say if you're not a commissioner, NEC commissioner, not to you role for good defend the president. You are not the spokesperson of MADABU. You are not a member of you are not a member of the government. You are not a member of the SLPP. Passive. Now, so look at that. You as a commissioner within an ECSL, if for being neutral, not to your role, it's the responsibility of the SLPP party, it's the responsibility of the spokesperson of the government, it's the responsibility of the press secretary or the presidential spokesperson for talk them, say nobody not for sing against the president, not to the ECSL's boss and workers. Because if you do, people then will see you like say, don't take sides. And this was the guy where they talk with vengeance as if is a spokesperson for the government. Anyway, let me go further on this.
As we are all saying, let us go beyond condemnation now. If you can recall before the August 10 scenario in this country, we were all here. And we gave intelligence that it was going to happen. So I'm throwing this challenge again to UNS code and the security sector. You have to step up. Enough is enough. This lot of table meetings, let people see the action. People that really say you are action oriented. You are using the force required of you as a security sector. They have been testing the waters. I'll be always saying this in these meetings here. They are testing the waters. Any test, they move another level. They continue to move. They say, what anyone will do, better when they do nothing. You stop them from singing, they're still singing.
All right. So you see, all of them people here, they call on the security forces when they step up. You see, and I don't know. That make us say a lot of things can go wrong because people away. It seems as if certain people they don't know their role, they don't know their responsibility actually, and the security forces have been misused by some other people, how can you say the need for step up, you know? I mean, not only in that soft manner, because we know the language, because the security they provide, I mean, the security they already did, but it's like, when I need to do more. We see of recent time, Kadiu, in statements we issue, and we see after the protest, where they even fire one commissioner, commissioner from the north, because I think they say not manage the protest well. They allow people to protest instead of perhaps there is some skirmishes around. But anyway, let's just listen this particular audio where they can finish just now. Let's listen for that.
And there are the people at the background. And let me also tell you about the hypocrisy of international community. I have said that that's in their faces when they came here. Some of you were there. The political party reps will attest to that. They are very hypocrites. They will go, they make all these nice things at the background, then you hear them saying something else. I can't imagine the EU ambassador telling us when I went to the north.
All right, now the Edmond Sylvester, where they blast the international community, say they're hypocrites, and they even make for Ambassador Muller again about in tip where statements will be made. Anyway, let's listen further on this one.
I saw a lot of crap, but when I went to the south, I didn't see much crap for registration. But I see their figures high. But he knows what the answer I gave him back then. So some of this hypocrisy around most of our national issues to be nipped in the bud. Let us not just sit there and say we are going to please international community. Some of them have no good intentions for us to disclosure. They have their hidden agendas. Some of them are pushing for regime change. If you guys don't know.
Yeah, very good. Now I don't get the parts. We say if we not be know the international community they push for regime change, where Tale is in line with what Madabio say. At the time where they don't do the calculation, the tabulation, they don't count everything. The Americans and call them for say if hotel can make announce our results day, and this Italy say behind the scene the international community we are pushing for a regime change. Anyway, now we just end down. We don't have short minutes.
Let me say it. I'm the artist here, so we are the referees. But sometimes it's good for the referee to tell you.
When this voice, that particular line there, 9 people and put a question mark. They say, let's tell people and say, then are the referee, then ECSL, then are the referee, and they're ready for announcing results and they left to the security council and security forces. Anyway, lobby go.
The facts are when we have to give yellow cards, we show you. And people are saying media to give you red cards. So that's just my humble submission. I just want to ask that the security sector, we are ready to conduct these elections. But we depend on you for our peace, stability, and security. We are not going to renege on our various resources. As I'm just coming from one of our COT meetings. We are going to issue cards, voter registration cards, to all registered voters between the period of the 17th to the 27th of March. And that is going to continue. Nobody is going to threaten us. We are going to have these elections in this country. Who are winning, we win. Who are lost, lost. We let the rest of the security. I thank you.
All right.
Let me thank you.
So that's what the statements what people and say. Then they announced the results and left the rest to the security. You see. Anyway, what should happen on that period? All right, so Famul, I think we have done. We don't do the genealogy, and I don't see what will be the talk here. That will show you no more what will they do on them platform there. would they take with time? Would they count for you evidence? Because I mean, sometimes when you just talk, then we say not talk. But when we don't do the patch, you don't do the genealogy, you say don't get the awareness, you don't get the understanding, you don't know exactly what it transpires. So argument not get for day. Although yes, but all this evidence where you put, where you take your time, you get some people who then still get coconut head, coconut brain, you come back, you can't talk other thing. But anyway, then you must get them people in this. So we're not gonna give them attention. Yeah, no, they only give people that they only give attention to people who we deserve. We don't make them clear now. Yeah? So that's the end part of that thread. But I need to come out of this particular statement where people and still they talk about this will definitely bring a calm to now. Like I say, Batista and Yon, maybe we go left for another day because I want put on this statement where APC don't put against the Thompson and Mohamed Bangura. Now, allow me just to read what's in APC poll. Quick one. APC poll of statements. This statement now from yesterday. Then say Mohamed Bangura and Alfred Thompson summoned to face the disciplinary and grievance committee. Now, then go before say the All People's Congress wishes to inform its general membership that Honorable Mohamed Bangura and Alfred Thompson have been officially summoned to appear before the Disciplinary and Grievance Committee, a creature of the Chapter 6 of the party's 2022 Constitution, which comprises the following members. Africanus Sori Sese Esquire, National Legal Advisor. Honorable Aja Miata Amara, Parliamentary Group Rep. Ami Jordan Kanu, National Young Congress Rep. Ali Badara Tawali, Local Council Rep. Aja Aisatu B. Kone, Regional Rep. Sheikh Mohammed Lamin Kamara, National Imam. Honorable Dauda Dumbuya, Veteran Rep. Thomas Nanetta Thomas, Women's Congress Rep, Chairperson. Reverend Michael Samura, Chaplain. Mohammed Donaldo, Mohammed Dondo, what's it? Yeah, Mohammed Dondo Bangura, Elders Council Rep. Dr. S.S. Mara, National Executive Committee Rep. It is anticipated that the committee will look into the matter with a judicious spectacle, whilst the general membership are encouraged to monitor the process. Signed, Lansana Dumbuya Esquire. So APC officially don't issue a letter of disciplinary to Mohamed Bangura and Alfred Thompson for make them go answer, for make them go face the committee. We get for go look into the allegations of them violating certain sections of the constitution of the APC when one of them could be anti-party activities. So of course, this issue, people are very interested for know the outcome of it. But again, always, once we get something about this, we will definitely count and turn. So that's now the statement from the APC what we get. Now the last thing we go put, they'll always squeeze in on this same conversation before we open the line. Batista, he said be throwing in statements. Let me see where we squeeze, but I don't see if we go able to squeeze a little bit of time on it. Let me see. All right, okay. Let me just put this one. Now, somebody be selling for me. He say more or less, what you talk yesterday, it seems as if Naim Batista back put where you talk about offensive, all that. I say, well, not necessarily means say now he says something I can watch. I said, no, not necessarily about that. You're that now thing they read in a book. He said, we don't read her, now lawyer, they said they read fine, right? But anyway, we appreciate you now because now said they no say yes when would they talk something they are. Then people with also way they recognize that society and said they can share with thoughts there. But anyway, let me read what Batista put on this particular statement on President Bio. As we know, that issue generated a lot of discussion around. Now, what's in this woman puts? Basita Michael, as we know, Basita Michael na be one time bar president, but he resigned because of, in personal reasons there during the first term of President Bio. Now, let me go before. He said, in a keynote speech at the American University, let's start from the front one. He said, Bio's offensive strategy, a replica of Trump's. So, Basita, they say, waiting Mother Bio go do in America, now the tactics of Donald Trump, a replica, like a copy from waiting Donald Trump, they do. But anyway, let we go down quick on that. He said, in a keynote speech at the American University, in a keynote speech at the American University of International Service in Washington, D.C., President Julius Maada Bio lashed out at the U.S. government, accusing it of pressurizing him to interfere in the counting process of the June elections and inviting a coup. Bio said that the Election Commission of Sierra Leone, ECSL, had completed all its calculations and collations, but the US government had asked him to stop the commission from calling the results. They are an independent, semi-autonomous body, Bio said of the ECSL. I declined, and I said I have never called this institution. I am not going to call them now. When the United States cast doubt on the credibility of the election, you are calling for a coup, Bio said. Given the extenuating circumstance facing Sierra Leone, one would have expected that this woman and your own opinion on this, because why I know they translate what you talk because we don't analyze that yesterday. So Lord, just look at your opinion where they put this lawyer. I say, given the extenuating circumstance facing Sierra Leone, one would have expected Bio's speech to be diplomatic, conciliatory. Instead, it turned the table on the US government right in their face on American soil. So Basita say, what did they expect Maada Bio for do if we use more of a diplomatic language, try to reconcile the differences, rather than you turn the table, you go attack America on their face inside their own soil. Is whether Bio's allegations against the US government are genuine or false is beside the point. The point is that the Bio administration has taken to attacking the credibility of anyone who attacks the president or his government. It say, not worry, not too concerned whether the accusation for say the American government, what he talk about the American government is genuine or not genuine, but that show no more say there is a pattern here. Anybody where attack the president or you attack the presidency, definitely it seems as if they get an issue. And he points out this was evident in the suspension of the Auditor General Lara Taylor Pierce after our audit report showed mismanagement of funds in the office of the president and the first lady. The woman gave an example. He said, for example, Lara Pierce Taylor, when the Auditor General, then fire her because he questioned the receipts then where the president be submits the presidential office as well as the first lady. See, so the Bio's government use the strategic offense principles has become its primary weapon against adversaries. As the saying goes, the best defense is to attack. So look like, according to Batista, it look like waiting that they happen at the country, then they take now the export and can go down the country for cool down issues them in any way, whether it for be tactical, offensive, or any kind statement where you any kind of what we go and put on now. Now you go before say this strategy is not new. That the strategy for let Maada Bio go to US, go condemn or go attack is a no new. It's a replica of Donald Trump leadership playbook. It's saying now so Donald Trump be the play. When Trump will react with hostile counter attack. Of course, we all will be the follow Trump. We see how instead they get along with the media. It was not a friendly conversation back then. No apologies. He used social media to strengthen and promote his narrative, and his supporters amplified his messages on social media in a bid to promote his narratives. Like Trump, we are also using government institutions to reinforce our narrative. We set up commission to look into issues surrounding the 2020 elections, headed by Vice President. So they make a comparison here. Say it seems as if the same pattern we Donald Trump been doing in America, where in which certain things happen, they look at in loyalists them and they put by them commission them for investigate certain things there. In this case now, look at the election, we get a question mark according to what in the observer then say. Some of the observers then say they get concerned. The president set up a commission, and that commission is headed by what the vice president, when a beneficiary. So it seems as if he's copying, according to the lawyer, which he writes now. Likewise, the Judicial and the Legal Service Commission was used to suspend the Auditor General pending a current investigation. So President Bill used, you see what he used the Legal Service Commission for letting suspend Laura Taylor. So you not just they do he use them through institutions and people the way will this way he gets more or less control over. So for the longest time, this strategy of responding to attacks while hostile counter attack worked for Trump as president, and it still seems to be working for him outside the Oval Office. Whether it will work for President Pio is not so clear. But what is clear is that we learn all of our bad tricks from the far right in the US. So this was a statement put up by lawyer Michael Basita. So he said it seems as if Madabio the copy from Trump, but it seems as if Trump is getting away with, or I mean, of course, it seems they work for a well, but whether it will work for Madabio, they say we will talk on, and they don't know if it will work for Madabio as well. But again, I think this issue we don't at least exhaust them to a point that we go pause and we go open the line for left and call. But again, any new developments we can, but we will definitely make Lorna know. That's now the role. So now we take first the now we go on the text then, very, very important for us. And after that, we open the line for some fee calls then. And all right, as always, let me go first up. Okay. This one they come out from Mary J. Blessed Sunday, Mr. Komon-Tok, and everyone in this platform. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Mary J. Thank you very much. I'm doing very well. This one they come out from Aisha Kester. Blessed Sunday, Mr. Komon-Tok and family. Thank you very much. And this one they come up from DT Tarawali. Good evening, sir. Really waiting for your beautiful program called Komon-Tok. Thank you very much. Yes, Tarawali. This one they come up from Mabinti Kurumau. They say, good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok. How are you doing today? And your family doing? I hope you're doing fine. God bless you. Yeah, God bless you too. Yes, we are doing fine. And all right, so now we open the line for Fambule. We go and call. Now we put the line up. Now put the number up. We're not connected it, but we're doing it step by step now. Now put the line for the one that will not get the line yet. You will not get the line yet. Now that will be put on for. But if you don't get the line, you know, waiting for you. All right. People don't begin calling us rather. Family, and I just switch smaller to put her up. All right, that's not the number. That's not the number on the screen for the one that we want join on the program based on which we don't put so which you which you want to add on the program. Okay, I think we're in a fine position now. All right, that look, it looks succulent now. All right. Okay. Okay, don't miss this color. All right. Okay, now we take color. We go down on the text then. All right. Now we have the first voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, they call from the United States.
All right, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir, Mr. Komon-Tok. Let God bless you, Papa. What did it happen? So, hello?
Yeah, you're live.
What did it happen? So, it's really bad because you African presidents, where your country get no stand. We country need details. Some other countries they no deal details. We need details because we not get nothing. We depend. So people that when they give, now they backslide. So anyway, the prayers, God don't make you prayers, don't begin come to light. Now prayers, now they come to light. So the man they talk like say don't craze. It pulling belly big one, Mr. Bill. They talk with no hesitation in the soil of the United States of America. And one thing I tell everybody, the Americans there, when they want to catch you red-handed, when they talk you nonsense and they clap for you, then they clap for you, bang, 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 bang. But at the end of the day, you go not say yes, you don't talk bad. What did happen to all? God will pay them. Then why God will prayers them, Then why God will fetch them, bring me for we. We country don't they go on fine. Everybody been there in peace. We all unite. But this, Father Bill, you don't bring separation. You want divide we.
You get 30.
And you don't go able.
You get 30 seconds more.
You don't go able. All said and done, me they wrap up all said and done. Kaka long tete in the court. I got the power. So now you know my for tell you. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Now we had another voice. Okay, we don't miss this voice. Those were very strong words there. We just want to all right. Yes, call outside the call from.
I call from Maryland, United States.
All right. You get the platform. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Okay, you don't see what it's like for what they call. You know, with Sierra Leone, we miss something. Like normally the saying goes, they say he who complains has a fault. We get a fault. We get divisional what they call it in Sierra Leone. But now the point at issue is democracy don't even fool we. We get this way they call it and say majority carries the vote. So if one tribe or section or region they capitalize on that, forget dominance of the political arena of Sierra Leone, the thing what we go do, are you with me, sir, Mr. Moderator?
Yeah, you're live. You're live. People in the listening.
Okay. The thing what we for do is they not try for be conscious and know themselves. The North is a larger point of passion of that country. Then you get, although you get various tribes and but they say unity makes strength. United we stand, divided we fall. The Southerners, they unify themselves for hold up to something. Now, instead of killing, fed, this and that, makes sense. All you go do, una try for unify on yourself, una left this greed and jealousy. When one man up in party, one man begin, then una begin oppose on yourself, fight on yourself, for una split. They wanna split, how una they get strength for can fight this fight. If the North come to themselves, they unify themselves. They make a way them corner, yes, like how the Southern are the tower for their own. If una say tower for one particular way them corner, una self can get majority, we go carry this vote. That's not the democracy. That's the democracy. Say.
All right.
Dividing and ruling is something else where they affect we. But like
you get 10 seconds.
Aside,
you get 10 seconds more.
if we put down their side, we go and call. But if we try for just unify ourselves and try for the call, stand back to yes. Where you defeat, you get for know why you defeat. So you go know and who that you defeat. Then you go know why you defeat.
All right, thank you.
But if you have faith, you don't know who that you defeat, what you defeat for, how you go faith.
Thank you for your contribution. Now we had another voice. Yes. Which side they call from? Yeah, good afternoon. Which side they call from?
Yeah, they come from New York.
All right, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you to you for where you keep Sierra Leoneans, or especially the way that at the diaspora you keep posted with vital information where they affect the nation. Because Sierra Leone for the past 5 to 6 years now, I believe say, unless people them way just want to be sentiment with them political parties, but who that get sense go not say Salon no they grow, Salon no they improve based on the political arena where they happen and the segregation or tribal things where they merge in Sierra Leone. Then where we get a leader delicate, they will not be able to feel or sorry for people them, where you just believe in for spill the blood of innocent people. The America way president build the country up the talk show. Waiting in the talk show, it see they happen as America. And no, they happen in America. Also, you see presidents go they oppressing people or killing people. The America where one can declare big talks and so say one copy the steps of like Donald Trump and they go fit Trump because this is a Western world where everybody you free for talk whatever you feel for talk, say whatever you feel for say. Let me take Senegal. For how long did they demonstrate in Senegal? Would you ever see them kill them? Sierra Leone for any one single move way, any moves they make in Sierra Leone, past innocent people and lost their life. Our country go this so. The only thing we need to say is that to any other political organizations them or people and where they feel them for rise up in Sierra Leone. Not for this president build internal them for the think of. I be the same before even the elections. Now 2028 Sierra Leoneans them on either APC or other PPP or any other political party or organization for the think about how 2028 for the look like. Because for now, President Bill, anybody with facing them, you will still lose your life by any other means.
No, caller, let just correct something. You mentioned say people demonstrate na Senegal and nobody no die. No, it's not true. More than 16 people die. We then be sentenced the opposition leader. You know, so the platform they go wide and fight. So we want any to where they come up from here, people then listen. Let be select and fact. 16 people.
Thank you. You're right.
But the
go amount ahead. Of people where they die in Sierra Leone.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Now we'll add another voice. All right. Now we add another voice. Okay. Don't miss this voice. Yes. Yes. Call outside. They call from. All right. Okay. Outside they call from. Yes. Call outside. They call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. I call over Fagrin. How you do?
Glory be to God. Well, you get 2 minutes plus.
Yeah, I just want to refer to waiting the last caller they talk. You know, Mother Bio they kill, but only focus on the north, on the opposition party. We all they see. Anytime we Kenema, Kailang, bro, they just grab more than they do protest, and then they go guide their back. We all they see. And the sad part of this is, I don't want to be like the person where they talk against or put split between. No, but we therefore hit a nail on the head because then people and they for continue for talk say what thing they go on na the wrong thing. Ever since me born na Salon, no war not ever start from the north. All the worst the world there is that from that part of the country. I don't want to talk anymore so far, but I will just say that part of the country. And you know, even when it comes to tribal who it never ever happened at the north. Always that the people the way they them go Kenema, they go through them to the door, they don't rap with, they say no to back all the time. So when this man comes, he talk openly, he Western endorse that na udana SLPC na only na two Sierra Leonean. Therefore, anytime when something happens, when it's not mistake, no, just dispatch them from the street. And they follow them inside the houses them, or go kill them. So I want everybody understand the terrain of this mortal man where we get now, like the country, where then they call president. Because if for me, not to be president, they not to be president to man. It's wrong. People are not for shake. We will see 2 days ago how the woman they get a brooms and then they sweep and say that's so then they come out. People that have been in along with them, they just go placards and they go meet Femi to the school. What happened? They send whole truck for Femi to the school. For a bunch of women, they will not for talk again. I mean, this is wrong. Let me just talk. And the people that were on the other side of the world, therefore understand things. This way this man is introduced to, it's very wrong. Because you will push somebody, say one day when that person hits the hole, he go back very hard. He go turn back very hard. The other than them, they will therefore take a very drastic outcome, and we pray that does not happen. But this is too much. People they get for rise and talk. This quiet when they're quiet and they feel comfortable on waiting they happen is wrong. And that's
all right. Thank you for you. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah. Now we had another voice. Yes. Who's they call from, please?
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening. Thank you so much. I call from the community.
All right. Welcome.
Yeah. We tell Papa, thank you.
Okay.
We know say God in sleep. God will begin answer our prayers. Man have been disgracing himself, sir. Been disgracing himself. So the blood and the innocent people who don't die in that country, the Buddhist-man don't make for any kill in that country. And that affecting the fetus. So God effects for me. And that's what I tell her. Not the end about to the person. Lord, it's December. Let's use that the results, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thank you very much for some new contribution.
All right, thank you. We add another voice. Yes, another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. I mean, Hassan, they call from Ireland.
Hassan, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yes. I want people to get to understand is, Madam you not to a leader, a dictator. A dictator is somebody with the govern a certain group of people with one the way in say and then give power. So starting group of people and they way they teach, we care, they brutalize it, they do anyhow. Look, just imagine they when they're doing the election, they want the way they protest Nabu, then go at SLPP office, then go vandalize the office. They say they not pay the money, Mama not pay the money. So what should they do them? Nothing. So if that happen at the north, it is a military man, then they go begin to shoot them. So now way of dictatorship. The other thing that I want to say is they would left for say something good happen for we got to do something good for we and they pray, where would they pray? Don't forget about them here. God no hate we. God no say if we labor for something good, if we reward we good. It's not difference not there between we and the wait man. They will not say like say God hates we. If somebody wicked you, God they judge you across the board. Not only pray where they pray. God no hate we. Don't left for hate we self. They will not say we offend diamond and the prayer who they pray make we offend diamond. When sufferness come, we begin blame yourself. No. God makes to make you as human being to exist.
All right, you get 20 seconds. You get 20 seconds more.
Look, how Somalia did today.
20 seconds more.
Now like a devastated state. You know. So I don't know more. Thank you.
All right, now we had another voice. Yes. Okay, we missed this voice. Yes, caller, you go call back. We missed this voice. All right, now we squeeze in on our text a while so that accommodates some few more calls. Yes, call outside the call from.
Good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yeah, who's the call from?
It's not a citizen from Lyon.
All right. You get the platform. You get 2 minutes plus.
How are you, sir?
Glory be to God.
Okay. Today, I want to start by encouraging Sierra Leoneans to continue with this resilience because it really depends on yield dividend. We don't get hope on how things go turn around. We don't get specific hope, but Sierra Leoneans are hopeful that things go turn around. And I tell you, if we continue to push this way we push you, Sierra Leone is heading for a better place. We are seeing the pressure we put on, say, a Kepler, something like that, or Kepler, whatever. Now, it make a kind of Twitter.
Yeah.
For country, for pulling aid. Because Sierra Leoneans say everywhere, America, this and that, even the one that within a salon, puts pressure. Message on Twitter, message the university. For say something is wrong. Because the interview, they tell you, say it was stage managed. That was the stage managed something. But Sierra Leoneans, now they see through lie. Then they force other people. I tell you, let us continue in this vein. If we continue for push like how they push you, we are heading for a better place. I call this event for continue for encourage with brothers and sisters out there and in here. For ensure say we push for justice, we push for equality, we push for the rest of our tribalism, we push for the rest of our nepotism. Because I tell you not to say not the mourners of people. I can always insist on educating other people. It is one of them, but tribalism, regionalism, and nepotism.
All right, you get 10 seconds
don't
more.
Cloud
Yeah.
their judgment. They don't cloud their judgment. It is our responsibility to talk to these people and enlighten them. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Yes. Whose side they call from? Okay, we don't miss this voice. All right. Okay, we don't. No, we had another voice. Yes, whose side they call from?
Hello?
Yeah, whose side they call from?
I call from Germany.
All right, go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Okay. So what is my contribution today for APC? I talk about today a little bit because for putting the way down pass na salon, we go say APC then get contribution most abundantly because they say the time we show food small at that time they for men and before it is big. But they not do that one. They tell when you show food don't big, then they want for men. So that one they now na lesson to them and to any political party in Australia. Because all this sonko way they happen now in that country they we go say APC then safe then contribute. Because one, who say something don't start, na then for hold on for like continue. But they not do it. Who say then do the first mistake where they not able to form them party earlier before they make them position against the government. Then sit down till late hour before they can form them leader. Look,
you get 20 seconds more. 20 seconds more.
Okay. From registration, then blunder day. From censor, then can them blunder day. From card printing, voters card printing, then can them blunder day. They're not able to stand against the government for letting electrify all the things then they take to election time, where election time don't done, then they want for can electrify what we don't pass. So this one a lesson
all
for
right.
Tomorrow for any other election again we they can. So therefore no say them point they are now we make them lost the election.
Now we add another voice. Yes, call outside they call from. All right, I'll miss this voice. All right, now we add another voice. Yes, call outside they call from.
Hello.
Whose side they call from?
Yeah, they call from Berlin, Germany.
All right, go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm Komon-Tok. How do you feel?
Glory be to God.
Yeah, I just want to say no more by the grace of God. God on our side. Anytime, we'll get good news. So don't need a patience by the grace of God. APC, where's the guy you talk about? We say APC get fault. Say the kind of situation where APC made they don't make it a chance. Me not to APC policy, me a concerned citizen, you know. But the only thing about the grace of God, we go get justice as a by the grace of God. That's yesterday we Madam you do at a school in America, all that stage work, you know. Also, it shoots yourself in the foot by the question, which me understand, but we get justice by the grace of God. Me happy, you know, because you like to the truth always will come out, you know, we get justice by the grace of God. I never want to say that.
All right. Okay.
Bye bye.
Now we had another voice. All right, so don't miss this. We'll just take a few more calls, then we'll wrap up the program. Today we'll know. Now we see. Now we squeeze some text in inside. Let's squeeze some text. This one they come up from Ghana, where they say the people of Salone deserve their leaders. I hope people can just accept the way of life of the majority. And this one, Ahmed Sisse, good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok. Yes, Ahmed Sisse, yes, I'm doing fine, thank you. This one, they come up from Aisata Dumbuya, where they say, it's not working for Trump and it will not work for Bio. And all right, somebody, they say, waiting, Marion, Marion, I don't know what they reply to. Anyway, we'll go watch at the Marion Williams. Don't worry, if somebody feels saying I they can is feels they can intimidate me again, I know, but will be, it can't be, larger school. All right, okay, I think this person definitely will just okay. We don't do some cleaning. Yeah, we get guidelines, community guidelines, and So if you not follow around, definitely, I'm sorry to say that we will see you again. We will see you again tomorrow. So that person, let's just say bye bye. You're not going to able to see this platform again because we need to take nonsense now. We put a lot of energy, efforts for bringing to now. So if you visit sometimes, if they talk about you or who create the platform on our one try for intimidate we online, no. We get more the powerful that we not take that. No. We not take the nonsense and they absolutely. All right. So let me take some few more calls and then we'll try to wrap up the program. This one they come up from Marion Williams, so they say Mother Bill, it's the same old story. And this one they come up from BK, where they say, I don't tire for you read this human capital development English. Me is then they ask me. And all right, so that will be good middle. And I see that post day. Not to true. That they not complete, not just propaganda, not just politics they play around, Not to true for say Mother Bill then and Kofa. No, not to true. Now we add a few more calls and then we say goodbye. Yes, call outside the call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening. I call from my little corner.
All right, go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Okay. Waiting really they happens to Mother Bill. So that we 2 days to the election, I begin very clearly. And after we election, we they rig this election. I say this now we had. Say the disgrace will be a murder. Then they will be the end of them. This is not just the beginning of the end for them. Mr. Komon-Tok, mark this day. Me haven't me aid than a gift to God give me, which I see for this guy. He really need God in deliverance. But I guarantee you, this is not just the beginning. Mother, he get for. Not you he go with. He go left that legacy day. Because if you for himself, God get a chance for them repent. You know what? After all the till you come back for them, you know, you readjust yourself, you do more. And God say, wait, I will handle you. And then two don't bracket so. So now we go no more small, but trust me, the worst is yet to come. I mean contribution this my brother.
All right.
We'll continue for pray for let God deliver, but
all right. Hard. It's good that we end that with prayer. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Now we leader will continue for pray for him. Then we must do him, no matter what.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution, brother.
Okay, my brother. Take care and stay blessed.
Yeah. All right. So, Famul, we don't end the calls for tonight. Today's program is short. We don't end the program. The calls there. We tell them plenty. Thank you. The one that waited hold on time for call, we know able call. We appreciate our efforts, and the one that we put them brilliant contribution on the comment section. At least we don't learn a lot from now. I mean, this make the platform they engaging, you know, and now this are like we just share. Then can say sharing is caring, not as sharing is caring, you know. So always no greedy knowledge, you know. Let somebody benefit from you, you know. But as always, we'll tap the program here. We'll come back tomorrow for let people get anything with the thread. But I want play for you. Probably I want left this short statement from Mumba. A lot of people then done they ask why we can put some of the sensitive information there. Perhaps all right. Okay, this it need a little bit of all right, okay. Now put some jingle for us whilst we wait for Nandi. Maybe that would be the last clip. We very educative, and you know, cinema. You know, they just talk, but we talk, they learn from them. So we can play a clip now, let people get an understanding about we issues there. But I'll take a short. I'll take this jungle. I'll see that. So until this good for remind people.
Attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now. Attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
What will be the consequences for the country if that will happen, if the elections will be really postponed?
Very dire consequences, as you know. We are all set. We've been preparing for this for the past 5 years, and everything is set. We have international observers here. Quite a lot of money has been spent for this particular occasion, and we see no reason why it should be postponed. The only reason that is there is because the president wants to postpone. But we have the constitution, and there is no reason why it should not be held on the 27th. I will not hesitate to call the people of this country to come out and defend peace, security, and the democracy we have fought for. I didn't fight for democracy alone. This whole nation fought for it. And I think we should rise up to make sure that democracy is maintained.
All right. I think what we get for the do now. What we
Leadership
get for the do,
in
we get for the
Africa.
often let people learn from this very important lecture with Professor Degi. Anyway, we will left out this. We'll come back to when we get something important we can talk about. Until then, my name is Mr. Komon-Tok. Now, bye bye.
I can't agree more with you. In my younger life until now, I'm a martial artist. And one of the greatest martial artists and philosophers is Bruce Lee, with his art called Jude Kunedu. And he says that a leader must be agile like a martial artist, agile like water. If it is in a glass, it takes the shape of the glass. If it is in a bottle, it takes the shape of a bottle, but it doesn't change. It can be solid, it can be gas, it can be liquid, but it's still water. Leadership. A leader must have vision. You've got to see the big picture. Do we have such leaders? Whether it's in the political arena, you are typical African so-called leader. I don't use leader when I'm talking about African politicians, because it's an insult to the word.
The problem of Africa, simply stated, is one of leadership at the political level. Remember, post-colonization, we inherited systems of governance which are alien to us. And the men and women whom we put into office or rig themselves into political office are individuals who, on a scale of 1 to 10, only 3 are interested in the continent of Africa or in their countries in a manner that is beneficial to the people. That is why we have no shortage of thieves in public office. We have no shortage of murderers in public office. We have no shortage of nepotists. We have no shortage of tribalists in public office. And that is the single thing that we must sort out. The day we sort out the problem of leadership in Africa, that is the day Africa will realize our potential. And it must be done, and it must be done quickly, and we must speak about and against it, because if we don't, then these individuals, these demigods, will always try to destroy the continent for this generation and generations yet to be born.
You said they rigged their way to office.
Most of the time.
So which means it's so real.
Oh, I mean, these fellows rig themselves into office, most of them, and they manipulate the ballot box, and when they manipulate the ballot box, then they create resentment, and when they create resentment, then they themselves become afraid of the population which they claim elected them into public office, and that is tragic.
Prof, you said African leaders are demigods.
Yes.
Why do you say so?
They are demigods because most of them want to be worshipped rather than to serve. And let me say that there are quite a number of African leaders who are good. There are people in Africa, and they are there, and they have been there, who have had the continent at heart. But the tragedy is that they are few and far between. When we talk about leadership, we are talking about politicians.
Yeah.
We are talking about so-called elected politicians in many countries. These are individuals who go to office on the promise that they are going to deliver. And as I've said before, and I repeat it again, one of the shortest avenues to acquisition of material wealth is the political arena in Africa. And that is why we see our agriculture is not doing well, our education is not doing well, our health sectors are not doing well. But in the few countries where leadership is committed, you can see that things are happening in a proper manner. And there are quite a number of countries in this regard. You go to Tanzania, you see some good work is being done there. In Rwanda, some good work is being done there. In Botswana, some good work is being done there. But they are few and far between. We want an Africa that works, an Africa that functions, an Africa where people go into office because they want to serve, not to be served. That Africa is the Africa that we are now running around the continent and telling leadership and urging leadership to create with our help.
Do you believe that there is elections in Africa, something we call free and fair elections in Africa?
There are very few. The thing called free and fair elections is a fiction in many African countries. It is a fiction because elections are manipulated either through ethnicity or through bribery, and the people's will is manipulated in that way. And that is why you are beginning to see a groundswell of resentment, popularly elected leaders being removed from office through coup d'etats. The coup d'etat is the language of the unheard. Not that one wants unconstitutional changes of power, but when those in power claim to have been elected and they are not elected, and they use public office to serve themselves and to serve past colonizers, then coup d'etats and unconstitutional changes of power become inevitable.
Prof, currently there's a lot of coup d'etats happening in the western of Africa. And do you think that is the way forward?
It is not the way forward, but it is inevitable. And you can see that happening, particularly in the former French colonies. One of the worst colonizers in the history of the world are the French. And even when they pretended to leave, they still remained and are manipulating the economies of this country. And we have seen coup d'etats in Burkina Faso, in Guinea, in Mali, and now in Niger. And young men in the military are saying, because the civilian population is helpless, we are coming in to intervene for the purposes of cleaning up this mess. Do I support it? Yes. Because it is inevitable, because that is the only way. Do I support their continued remaining in power? No. They are simply midwifing a process and creating an environment where changes will begin to take place in a proper manner, so that we begin to have proper elections and begin to inject some civility and hygiene in the conduct of our affairs.
But sometimes I feel like they come in that we want to help the people. As soon as they taste power,
Yes.
they'll be like, you know what? I want to be there forever.
That is a danger. That is why civic awareness is very critical. Remember that when you taste a little power and you are not humble, then you become drunk with it. So it is the duty of the population to be vigilant. And vigilance is what will tell the coup makers that if you joke, this time round, we are not going to sit there, we are going to come out in the millions, and your guns will become hopeless and useless in the face of mass rebellion.
Are you proud of the African Union?
No, I'm not proud of the African Union. I think it is a body that is weak. It is a body that is manipulated. It is a body that doesn't do the right thing. And we have seen the many conflicts that are taking place in Africa, whether it's in Sudan or Southern Cameroons or in Ethiopia. They are silent as silence can be. That is a body that must be revamped. It is a body that must have men and women who are crusaders, men and women who are not cowards, men and women who are prepared to sacrifice for the continent. It is a body that is crying for change.
Currently, ECOWAS came and they said they want to, go for war in Niger.
Yeah.
I feel like Niger actually needed support.
Absolutely.
Not war.
But you know that the decisions that were being made by ECOWAS, and I'm very happy with the Nigerian Senate telling their president straight on, we are not going to allow you to send our men and women to fight their brothers. But you could see the subterranean manipulation of France and the United States of America. And the people came and said, we don't want war. People in Nigeria told their president, we do not want war. Our Nigerian brothers need support. But it tells you how African bodies are susceptible to manipulation by foreign powers who want to have their dirty work done by our own. Asking brother to rise and fight against brother, sister to rise and fight against sister. We must always remember that there are fifth columnists in our ranks, and it is our duty to identify them so that they do not become Trojan horses to destroy us.
Based on popular demand, we want to make you the new AU chairman. Prof, I'm not joking, the youth of Africa, you see, like you have so much influence on the continent.
Yes.
Like I posted a picture with you.
Yeah.
And everybody is like, I think you have made it in life just by taking a photo with Prof. And somebody commented that, can we make Prof the AU chairman? Prof, are you interested in this role?
My own view is Africa needs sons and daughters who will serve her. If Africa summons us to serve, we will serve Africa.
Bring the camera to me. We're looking for people who are ready to serve Africa. And I believe Prof can serve Africa. Prof, I want to be your main campaign manager.
Yes.
Getting into the AU house.
Yes.
Are you okay with it? Okay, I just got a new job. Yeah?
Thank you.
I just got a new job. So, Prof, it starts today.
Yeah.
The video gets uploaded, and you all need to. What do we need to do? How do you get people into AU?
We'll find out.
No, I need to do research about that. We're going to make it happen. And I believe that each and everyone watching me right now, agrees with me. Let me know in the comment section, should we make Prof the new AU chairman? The number one fan in here. Who else? Let me know in the comment section. I'm just going to put all the links that will make it possible in the description. Prof, we are getting you to AU. We are getting you to AU. Prof does not have enough time. My last question, if you have a message for Africans, what would that message be?
Africa must be great. And she'll only be great if her sons and daughters make the decision to make her great. And we must make her great in governance, in agriculture, in health, in education. And we must eliminate the many boundaries, eliminate the visas, create one currency, Africa must unite.
Prof, it's so expensive to travel within Africa.
Terrible.
Why is it so?
Because we don't travel. If you don't travel, then the businessmen want to make money. So one of the things that we must do, we must have Africans traveling within Africa.
But even though we love to travel,
Yeah.
but there are so many visa restrictions.
That is what we must eliminate. No more visas. I want to travel from Dakar in Senegal as if I was traveling within Dakar, Dakar to Nairobi, no visas.
Thank you so much,
God
Prof.
bless you.
Prof has a meeting.
Thank
I would have
you.
loved to continue this, but don't worry. We're going to continue this interview in another country. He has a meeting to attend. I'm so sorry. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe and be part of this awesome channel. But popular request, let's make Prof the new age.